Spectrum decide to stop being terrible. I appreciate everyone's patience. Hopefully the second set of games hasn't started yet without us. Uh, so we'll hop back in here. We are still paused where we were. Um, actually, now Spectrum is being awful again. Okay, we're going to try to muscle through this. And we can maybe think of some other options if it doesn't get any better as we move on. But we're going to press play here in 3, 2, 1. 1, there we go. Alright, we're back into it. Sound took a second to get back up. Zami is about to get attacked here by Great Beard of Odin. But is playing it safe, which is good. I mean, this is a very close game. The gold is basically equal. Big knock up there, though, on Zami. Get under that turret, Zami.
It's Sion, he'll be fine.
Yeah. Absolutely. And we do have Idol here as well to try to help handle the situation. Godzilla wisely backing off, was spotted by Odin. But yeah, once again, appreciate everyone's patience with that. Sometimes you can't you can't plan for what your internet service provider is going to do at a particular moment.
Especially not Charter.
Yeah, Charter, Spectrum, AT&T.
Yeah.
Unless you got that fiber, you know, that sweet, sweet fiber. Tasty fiber.
Mm-hmm.
I might actually be getting fiber soon. That'd be
Oh,
exciting.
that'd be nice. Yeah.
Oop. Scion ult at point blank range. You love it. One more shot. Very nice.
Yeah. Free kill for Sion, man.
Scion
Is he
at
online?
500 health from his passive. 43 stacks from this Thresh as well. So this could be first turret? No, not quite. We'll see. I mean, Karma's got another 10 seconds. Teleport is not up. When will Teleport be up? Very soon.
Pretty quick, yeah.
Yeah, so maybe the Karma can come in and stop this. Hecarim's nowhere to be seen, though, so it's going to be all up to Godzilla to try to stop this first turret. I don't think they're going to get there in time, though.
No, it won't even be close. That's fine. Sion's prize for getting the solo kill.
Yep. Alright, first turret.
Puts
10
him up
minutes after it
1K.
happened, it came.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, but we got a little push here from Idol and Wishbone.
Light.
Unfortunately, there's a big trap in all directions here. Big damage, though. The big old laser, too. Amaya's here as well. Idol goes down. Wishbone's going to have to try to run. Big knock up there on Amaya. Ravane is being very careful here. Big damage hook there. Takes out Prowler. The teleport's coming as well. The Scion does not have ultimate available, but we'll be able to deal with that CC damage. Odin goes down. Ravane is still alive somehow. Very intelligent flash by Huge. Don't stick around there. Don't feed Ravane, or God forbid, Wishbone, more than you have to.
Man, I thought it looked so good for option 12 there, and then it just got turned on its head.
Yeah.
The Great Beard of Odin managed to assassinate Idolites in the back lane, and Amaya-chan put on his dancing shoes, got a hook on, and it just... Everybody else cleaned up. Ravane now 6-1 on the Kaisa. That's going to hurt. It's one of their win cons for sure.
Yeah, that was a great hook by Amaya, for sure.
Yeah, option 12's still in it though. You know, Yone's got 4 kills. Prowler on Varus isn't too far behind, minus the kills. I gotta see what the gold lead is, but...
Let's see, gold is about 1,700 difference. Oh, Amaya
Okay.
getting caught, though. Great Beard Odin gets caught as well. All that CC is really stacking up from White Wolf, but unfortunately there is a big damage output there as well. I think it's funny how Zami and Idol were basically two big boys there, but they both got cleaned up by Sladen. So good counter response there by option 12. 2 for 3 actually. Did
Lost
lose
the Drake though. Yeah, unfortunate, but they did at least get something.
Right, exactly.
You know, to keep them in a little bit. Could have been a little bit better, but you know,
Yeah.
if I'm them, I'm not complaining too much. Now the
Yeah.
next dragon though, gonna be really important.
Yeah, no question that White Wolf got the better end of that exchange. Might get a better end of something else here. There's the Wishbone ult. Doesn't do too much, but does chase them off of that objective, which is so very important. And now the rest of the team is here. Big dash in by Ravane. Godzilla is going to go down. The other durable boys have to run, and they get chased off. That was a very nice dash in there by Ravane. Doing very well on that Kai'Sa.
Yeah, it was good follow-up. You know, really solid hook again from Amaya-chan. He's doing a really good job in this Thresh. He's hitting the targets that he needs to hit, flashing in. Sometimes dying, but...
Hilarious little rush down there with the Sladen versus the Scion, but now the Scion gets turned on as everyone comes to help out the poor pony. Unfortunately, Greatbeard of Odin's kit works against him as he's not able to stick around for any more of the follow-up and not able to get any kills there.
Yeah, we've kind of hit the point now where Kai'Sa can just shred through Galio, which is, you know, pretty much one of their only frontliners, and that's with Karma shielding as well. Like, they're in a really good position.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, excellent position for sure. Big damage now on this tier 3 turret. Almost goes down immediately. Sladen coming back out to try to help. Unfortunately, they've lost 2 turrets in very quick succession. And they can just back off, and they will.
Still not an insurmountable gold lead. They're definitely... White Wolf is definitely flexing their power at this point, but 4k up, not too bad. If they get the 4th Drake, you know, that's not going to help, of course. There's most definitely going to be a fight around there, and at this point, they should win it.
Yeah, I'm wondering if the gold lead is a little misleading right now. Because, like, there aren't a lot of differences in the kills, but at the moment I'm not seeing, like you said, because of how strong Ravane is, I'm not seeing who's going to be able to stand up in a big fight on option 12 against this team.
It's going to be tough for sure. If they manage to lock down Ravane for any amount of time, like, there's, you know, once Ravane's off the map, I feel like the rest of the team could just, you know, fall over.
Oh yeah,
depending
absolutely.
on how it plays out.
Ravane represents 10,000 gold, so taking that off the board would be a huge swing. But, I mean, you gotta... It's a question of how you get Ravane off the board, though, right? You'd have to basically combo the fears and the stuns, or I suppose the fears and, like, the taunts and knockups that you have on this team to properly shut her down, the Kai'Sa. And, I mean,
Yeah.
that's easier said than done, because there are, of course, other threats that you gotta worry about as well. But that being said, the Vel'Koz is not really horribly dangerous right now, and that's their only other main source of damage. So, yeah, Kai'Sa's probably the best play they have.
Yeah, I mean, Vel'Koz, you know, still going to wreak havoc. If Scion ults in and hits 2 or 3 people, Vel'Koz layers the ult on top of there, I mean, they're going to get decimated. Still, so that's something you have to watch for. But, you know, I was hoping that I would see option 12 kind of moving into the river at this point, you know, with Drake coming up relatively soon here. To go for vision and try to set up, you know, maybe a death rush or something. Just anything they can do to kind of turn the tides in their favor, make it a 4v5 before the Drake fight. Unfortunately, they don't have the map presence to be able to do that, so White Wolf just running around clearing all the vision.
Yeah, this is going to be an easy soul point, I think. You got the split push from Odin, which, you know, got to do something.
Yeah.
And no one else is really nearby, so no real chance for a steal.
Okay, well, they just burned Zamiphone's teleport. I mean, you know, if Odin rushes straight to Dragon, he might come in at the tail end of a fight, but no, they're just going to call it, give it up.
And, you know, I mean, there are worse souls to give to your opponent than Cloud.
Absolutely. There's kind of, you know, there could be some value in just letting them take soul and then fighting over Elder instead. You know, I've certainly done that before. Sometimes it pays off, sometimes it doesn't, but, you know, I guess they're going to choose to just farm up at this point, and in 5 minutes they'll reconvene in the river and try to get some kills.
I'm also a little concerned, once again, tying into the gold is not the whole story, as we see Sladen once again having to use his ult to escape. Oh, hang on. Actually, a real fight here. Amaya gets completely collapsed on, but has a lot of good CC potential. Taunt there as well, but they do manage to take out the Thresh. Can they get a little bit more? Do they want a little bit more? Maybe they don't want a little bit more. Maybe just back off. Nope. Alright, they're going to try for a little bit more. Great catch here by the Scion, but only grabs Godzilla. Huge, unfortunately, charges forward when everyone else charges back. Stopwatch OP, call your congressman. Wishbone goes down, but there's big damage dealing out here. The Kai'Sa's in the back, and no one is dealing with her. Can 3-on-1 kill the Kai'Sa? They can. 1,000 gold going over to Great Beard of Odin. This is what they needed.
It was really solid Karma shields there, keeping everyone alive. That was crazy.
Yeah, I was surprised that Godzilla lived as long as he did, but by him staying alive and keeping everyone else alive too.
Yeah, Yone lifesteal also helping. I don't see, besides Bramble Vest on Scion, I don't see any other. Oh no, Kai'Sa has some, but you know, she had to ult in there at the end. At that point, the damage was done. Great Beard of Odin did lots of damage.
A little bit of greed here. Yeah, I'd back off now before the rest of the family shows up.
And that was, you know, off the back of a catch on Amaya-chan. He landed the Q on I don't remember who. And he went in, he flash E'd, but he missed, and then he put ult down, and whoever it was he hooked was able to just walk right out.
Yeah, it was Sladen because was able to use.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, if he had gotten that flash E, you know, maybe Sladen dies there, and that fight doesn't turn. But because he missed it, he was kind of stuck in a bad spot. You know, Great Beard of Odin kind of held off Wishbone on the south side, and the rest of the team just killed Amaya-chan. That allowed them to get back in here.
And I was going to say, the thing that I was going to mention before all that happened was another way that I measure how well a game's going beyond just gold is ward presence. And before they had that big swing, their wards were not great, but they were able to kind of go on the back of that and place some wards leading into the fight and afterwards. And so their wards are a little bit better, though they're all about to expire, so we're back where we started. But, I mean, clearly they can win a team fight, as sporadic as that one was.
Yeah, they haven't been allowed in their jungle, unfortunately. You know, White Wolf just kind of flexing their muscles over there and at Red, and stopping them from getting the forward wards. But, and I guess after that team fight, you know, although Option 12 did win it, White Wolf just kind of walked right back in and threw their muscles at him again, and got their ward line back. So, you know, kind of neutral in the Vision game, even though they're kind of closer in gold now.
Because I mean, like you said, the way the fight started was them killing Amaya. So if Amaya had been alive, it could have been a whole different story. Interesting taunt there. They do grab the Scion, maybe wasting some damage on the Scion.
Ult.
Big ult from multiple players there. Yone goes down right away. Ravane is still alive. Got to keep an eye out for that. Prowler was trying to, but unfortunately is getting focused on by the pull. And I think Prowler's going to end up going down here. They tried their best to keep him alive. Big heal there from the Trundle. Kai'Sa dealing some good damage as well. Will Godzilla go down? I think the burn chased him away. Okay. Oh. Long range in the missiles, though. And once again, Ravane stays alive. Big shout out to... No, go ahead.
You first.
Okay, big shout out to Prowler's game sense there. He knew they had to try to kill Ravane. It's just that he had two big boys in his face stopping him from doing that.
Yeah, and it was really close to being a 3 for 3. Ravane got the missiles off there at the last second, you know, killing Huge under tower. Otherwise, it would have been pretty even trade.
Yeah, gold lead is 3.5. Elder's in 80 seconds. Elder will be very interesting because it will be a potential game changer for either team, and B, it will lead to more donations to Feeding America, if I understand correctly. Not quite as hype as Pental kills, then.
Not quite, no. Yeah, I'm thinking this is where the game will end. Fight over Elder. Unless both teams kind of ace each other or come pretty close. Like, whichever team wins is probably going to run it down.
So in the build-up to Elder here, in, I guess, 15 seconds or less, what is your opinion on Elder in the game?
Just in general?
Yeah.
I think it's fine. It's just a way to keep it, or stop the game from, you know, going way too long.
I don't know. I mean, it just seems like kind of a lazy way for the game to not go too long.
Potentially,
in my opinion. I think if they wanted to make the game not go as long, they should like remove inhibitors respawning or something. I don't know.
That would be interesting.
Okay, so big ultimates being thrown out all around here. It's a multi-tier fight. ADC is killed by Ravane right away. Big damage in the center. All that AoE is going out. This is going to be an easy cleanup. And I think that's just White Wolf has won now.
That's it.
Well,
yeah,
actually,
it was the fight around Elder, not the fight for Elder. Although they are going to turn around and grab it first.
Yeah, I was going to say, the game isn't actually over. You know, it's pretty over. But
it's pretty over. Not necessarily, but I mean, having the Elder Shroud, you know, that's really going to help their case.
I think that they could have just pushed and won there if they had actually had a minion wave. But since all the minion waves were pushed out by the red minions, they didn't actually have that.
That's true.
But now they're going
They'll
for the double
everything
stack. They're going for Baron now too.
Yeah, that's gonna be really tough to defend.
Anyway, that's something that that Dota has, where the inhibitors, if you want to call them that, they're called barracks in Dota, don't respawn after they're destroyed.
Okay. That's kind of cool.
So that does kind of put a timer on things to a point. I mean, obviously, you still can have very long games. Dota games in general are a little bit longer than League of Legends games are in general. But, you know, there is definitely a clock there when you have just basically infinite super minions pushing. And I mean, it's just, I don't like the Elder Drake just because, like, it's too binary, right? It's like an arbitrary thing, like, okay, how do we make games end quicker? Well, let's make everyone die 25% faster. Right?
That's pretty true, yeah. It'd be nice to have a different way to do it. I mean, I'm open for change. It could be neat to do it a different way. Even if it isn't the inhibitor thing, I'm sure there's another way you could do it that would be a little more interesting.
Yeah, I mean, could
less
even
binary
have, like,
for sure.
Could even have like scaling minions sort of things, right? Like just minions get stronger as the game goes on.
More waves. I don't know if that would be a good idea, but
yeah, so something to workshop for sure.
Yeah,
but,
Riot.
Yeah, so we got a super push coming in here as White Wolf looks to try to close this game out. We've switched to our action camera to see how this push goes. They're rotating to get the other inhib. Bot lane mostly intact this whole game, ironically.
Yeah, it's actually really surprising considering how far ahead Ravane is. I guess they had other places to be. Other things to kill.
So they noticed bot lane is intact and they decided to go down and wash that out too.
They heard you. They're going for the complete victory.
Over 4,000 health on this Scion right now. Alright, so this is just going for the cherry on top of your sundae at this point. But we'll see what Option 12 can do. There's been some big ults from Great Beard of Odin in the past that have done some work for them, so let's see if that will happen this time. They gotta pick their moment, though. This is one of those situations where you kind of wanna... You don't want to rush into it. Big Galio taunt. Big Hecarim ult. They're actually
at the same time
backing off. Jeez.
Yeah, that's actually really surprising. I was just gonna say, if at this point, if Odin ults in, I feel like Ravane could almost 3-tap him at this point with the passive. Like he's got what, less than 2k health, and Ravane's Kai'Sa kind of fed.
Yeah, I think going back is weird there. Maybe they're, like I said, taking a page out of Blitzkrieg's book and just making sure everything is set.
Vibing. Yeah. I mean, they're definitely in control of the game. Why risk it, right, when you can just go back and make sure that you do win?
Uh-huh. And I think we're getting a win pretty close here, if only because I accidentally hit you and saw that the Nexus dies in about 2 minutes.
Whoops.
Whoops. But we'll have
It could be anybody.
It could be anybody. But we'll have the intact experience. Well, actually, maybe it wasn't the Nexus dies. Maybe it was turrets dying. That's possible.
Oh, that could be.
Yeah. Something
Still
blue
two
is
standing.
Some blue objective is going to die shortly. Or blue is going to take an objective, I should say. Well, we'll see what happens. Zami with 600 on those stacks. Or no, 1200 on those stacks, reading the shield meter, not the health meter. 107 on the thresh stacks. Alright, so everyone's coming in here. Let's see what happens. Big damage. Super minions all sides. It's really hard to stand against. But most of the buffs have worn off. So not quite as deadly as it would have been a minute or two ago. But both turrets are going to go down pretty quick here. At least the lower one. Okay, so here comes the Hecarim trying to do something. Big side laser there, but this Vel'Koz has been so like unfed this whole game. This is a starving Vel'Koz. The laser does basically nothing. Ravane styling all over everyone. 18 kills, 19 kills, and they will take out the Nexus.
Yeah, good stopwatch by Wishbone Vel'Koz at the end there, avoiding the Yone ult and coming back up and able to fight that one through. They just won with their wallets at the end there. 10k lead, I think, 12k. 3 inhibitors down, that's hard to come back from.
All right, so let's check out some stats really quick here. Obviously, we are behind because of the pause. Yeah, so I mean, about what you'd expect. Ravane, pretty high up on the charts. Sion doing very well as well. Let's grab some vision score. Great vision score there by that Thresh. And we have the invite for game 2. So we are going to absolutely go into game 2 in just a couple of seconds here, everybody. Stay with us as we see if option 12 can bring it back. Don't go anywhere.